Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading. I'm Rosalind, this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and today we are going to be looking at what is coming up for you in love over the next 6 months. Now usually I record this bit of the video at the very start, but I've done it at the end because I wanted to understand what was going on, and let me tell you that every card is very, very different in this reading today. So our spirit guides, those our ancestors, those that we love who've passed into spirit, the angels, through these readings, they're always trying to give you some information that you might need. It might be all of the reading, it might be a bit of the reading, but always take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because they are readings for many people, and these are just ways in which spirit wants to communicate with you, as they do through our lives day to day at all times, because we're always surrounded by the love and support of spirit and the angels and our spirit guides. So Foxglove friends, today just take some time to consider what is going on over the next 6 months for you, with regards to love. Take some nice deep breaths, and we have got pile 1, which is skunk and magnolia. We have got pile 2, which is the owl and hop. And we have got pile 3, which is the butterfly and snowdrop. Okie dokie, so I'll leave those there for a second. If you do like your reading, please do like and subscribe to help grow my channel and so that I can see you again. And I hope you enjoy your reading. I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. So you have picked the skunk card, skunk and magnolia. So skunk is very much about protection, and today we're looking at what's happening for you. How is love coming in the next 6 months? You may find that initially during this period that you're feeling a little bit overprotective of yourself. You're not wanting to let anybody into your life who is not right for you. You'll find that spirit quickly shows you the people who are not right for you. And so even if you engage with people thinking you might quite like them, if they're removed from your life, if they don't respond to you, or if they ghost you, or if they sort of show signs that give you the red flags, you are going to see this. So it's okay for you to feel safe. You are safe to open your heart and to love, because the people who aren't right for you will be quickly removed, Foxglove friends. Now let's have a quick look. I would like to look first. I'm going to have a quick look first at what's been going on for you, so that we can see what's going to happen for you in love over the next 6 months. So 8 of Wands. Okay, life's been going super fast in some sort of way. 5 of Wands. You've had a lot of challenges or potential competition. Maybe you've been focused on work, or let's see. 3 of Swords. Oh wow, okay, so you've had something that's happened quickly that's brought you heartache. Perhaps that's why you're feeling like you're not protected. Maybe you've had a shock in a relationship, maybe you've had hurt in a relationship, maybe there's been an element where somebody or something's passed away and it's made you anxious about how quick life can change. Let me get one more about what has been going on for pile 1, please, Spirit. You've faced a lot of challenges that have brought up difficult emotions, and that has happened quickly. And then we've got the Merlin card. I'm just going to have a look in more depth what the Merlin card is, but well, in fact I know what it is, because it's like the magician. It's all to do with what you're trying to manifest in your life, and maybe you've been trying to manifest the right relationships, the right positive environment in your life, but by going through that manifestation period, sometimes things happen that are difficult to show us what isn't right for us. Sometimes things that happen in life are difficult because they're bringing up things to heal. So maybe you've been going through therapeutic practices, to try and clear and change some of this heartache that you've been experiencing. But it's all part of the process of how you're manifesting a better and more positive life. So let's have a look what's coming up for you in the next 6 months. So Spirit, what is coming up for pile 1 in love over the next 6 months, please? Falling fast. Okay, love happens quickly. Yes, it does. But don't lose yourself in the process. So I'm going to get more cards for you, but that's super exciting. See, and that's maybe why you're a bit kind of going, oh, is this okay? Am I safe? When love comes into your life quickly, well, love usually does come into your life quickly. It knocks you off your feet. It kind of turns your world upside down. But if you've been through a difficult time with these challenges in the past, maybe there's been envy or competition or egos involved in experiences you've had. People might have said things that are unkind. You've opened your heart and a lot goes on, and maybe you will, yeah, okay, lovely. Maybe you will doubt. Ended up in relationships that have gone fast previously. Maybe somebody's come in quickly, maybe somebody's gone out of your life quickly, maybe it's been whirlwinds in the past. When we have new love coming in and it's fast, it can really rattle our foundations, and we go, oh my goodness, I don't want to experience the same thing again. I've been through this. I want to take things really slowly and build up. However, that's not happening for you. There's something coming in love-wise that's going to happen fast. But next to it, we've got the chipmunk card, chipmunk and laurel, which is success. So this time it's going to be good because you've manifested the changes. You've gone through experiences so that you know what's good and you know what's bad, and you won't accept anything that's less. At a deeper subconscious and unconscious level, you're in this process where you've been manifesting the best thing to come in, and that is what's happening. I want more detail. Where are my cards? Here they are. Right, so Spirit, can we have more detail about what's coming in love for pile 1, please? Five of Swords. Interesting. So let's put that there. Yeah, I think. Okay, let me just get some more cards out. Page of Wands. Queen of Cups. Put that there. Let's get one of these. Get a few out because obviously 6 months is a big chunk of time. Leg up. Okie dokie. Let's get one of these. Oh, there's two. The Fisher King's Court and the Isle of Women. Okay, so what I think is going on here is that over the next 6 months, you are still going to face challenges. Might be challenges at work, or challenges with ideas, or even challenges with yourself if you're trying to understand yourself. If you maybe you've started to, maybe you've got somebody in your life who's neurodivergent, or maybe you're understanding if you've got those elements about you. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. You know, if you've recognizing it might be a bit ADHD, um, or have autistic traits, there might be somebody in your life with that. But it might just be that you're having all these ideas, um, and through the challenges that you face over the next 6 months, it's actually going to bring you to a point where you're more heart focused. You're going to recognize that you don't need to be living in your headspace all the time, that you can be more creative. Um, and the Page of Wands is somebody that comes in very quickly, they can act quickly. Um, the Queen of Cups is somebody who is very caring and considerate and heartfelt. So maybe this is the sort of person that's coming in, and maybe that's why you're falling fast, because somebody's going to come in who's a quick actor, very heartfelt, very caring, nurturing sort of person. And I feel like with these A Leg Up and the Isle of Women cards, that friends are going to help you meet this person, or there's going to be a group of people that are going to introduce you to this person or bring this person into your life somehow. And it's going to be, I don't know if you join a new group, or start to get in touch with your more feminine side, whether you're male or female. You can you know, each of us within us has those more feminine traits of nurturing, nourishment, caring, love, healing, and that's what this represents as well. But yes, we're starting to, somebody is going to introduce you to a person who is going to particularly change your life, and it's going to be, it's going to happen. It's almost like you'll see them and you'll kind of recognize them somehow. And if you're in this position where you're feeling quite protective, you aren't going to be able to say no to this person, because they're so open and they're so like open to engaging with you, is what I want to say. That you just won't be able to fight it. So I'm going to have a quick look at what this otherworldly treasures are, if I can find the book. Let's see what this is. So, otherworldly treasures. Oops, sorry folks. So, the other world is elusive, accessible only at certain times of the year, at certain thin or threshold places, or by invitation. For our ancestors it was just as real as our own world. It was simply perceived in different ways, not with the physical senses, but with what we might think of as psycho-spiritual senses. This card reminds us that we'll always find our greatest source of joy and nourishment in the magic of the land, which is the gift of the other world. It reminds us to be grateful for and respect of the abundance we're offered. Okay, so you may feel connected to this person through your other senses. So it isn't going to be just like a, ooh, they're attractive. You're going to feel connected to this person instantly as they come in. And it may be that you end up in a new group where you feel more connected, where you feel more spiritually understood, where you feel more in alignment with your tribe. If it's a group that you're already part of, then they're going to enable you to meet this person. Let's find out more about who this person is. So, Spirit, can we have more information about who this person is, please, that is going to come into Pile 1's life over the next 6 months? There's a lot of speed in your life, Foxglove friend. A lot of, things past. Healing. Okay, so maybe it is somebody who is a healer. Maybe they're a good listener. Maybe they do therapy or nursing, or like a paramedic or something for their job. They might just be a very healing person. Oh, and they're mischievous. So they've got fun about them. Um, oh, this just seems lovely. So they've got lots of fun about them. Let's see, what else? What else? Who is this person who's coming into pile one's life, please? Anticipation. Okay, so they may value um, the build-up, which will be good because I think you need that. Oh, I can't fit those on. Look, because you're in this place of um, feeling protective over yourself because you've had these difficult times, things have gone too fast in the past, this person will be willing to wait for you. So just recognize that you can go at your own speed with what's coming in, even though you're falling fast emotionally. um you still might find that you want to take things a little bit slowly, because as you go through different challenges. So there's something where over the next 6 months you're going to go through certain challenges that are going to be supported by a friendship group, and engaging with other people, social events and things. You're going to want to get out there to enjoy life more, and then it's going to bring this person in who but you're going to recognize them from another sensory sort of element. Let me have a look at some advice for you around this, pile one. This person feels so fun and interesting and very heart-centered. Who's coming into your world? Persevere. Yeah, okay, so don't do a runner at the first hurdle, Foxglove friend. Allow yourself to know that you've been going through this process of manifestation and it's working. That's why somebody's coming in for you, because you've gone through the lessons, you've gone through the experiences. Your heart is opening up now, as you start to have more ideas and start to feel more maybe caring and compassionate to yourself as well, which is enabling you to be in a strong position to be in a relationship. Because when we go into relationships, we need to know what our boundaries are. We need to know um, what we like, what we don't like, so that we can come equally to the party, and so that we can be clear about what's okay and what's not okay as we go through the relationship, so that we can have a happy relationship with longevity. Yes, self-care, it's important to still care for yourself and consider what is right for you as you go through the next 6 months, because this person is happy to wait for you. They have a kind and caring heart, so they're happy to wait for you, and the right person always will wait for you. And because there's an element where you'll feel connected, you can't, what is meant for you won't pass you by, Foxglove friend. I want to get more, a bit more for you. So, what else do we want to know? So we've kind of got how you're meeting, we've got who they are, we've got what's going on, we've got advice. I might just get you, I'll just see what else Spirit's got to say. Spirit, have we got any other information that Power One needs to be aware of, please? Sacrifice. Love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Yeah, okay. So this again is what I was just saying about boundaries. So when we get into a new relationship, quite often we need to apply time, additional time to that. You've got to put your energy into something for it to live and grow and thrive. So you may need to consider that there's things that you won't be able to do as much of, or you might sacrifice a bit of sleep time is usually the way, or you tend to sacrifice the tidiness of your home and things like that, because you know, when somebody bowls you over and you feel strongly about a new person, you get that rush of excitement and love, and oh, it's a wonderful feeling. Then sometimes we need to sacrifice certain things in order to be spending more time with that person. So don't be afraid to do that, is what I want to say. I think the key element of this is try not to be overprotective about yourself to the point where you're not allowing it in. You know, it's important to know that you are safe to go into something new, because you won't accept anything that's not right for you. Spirit, what else do we want to say? Oh, revelation. Look at them in heck. That person is beautiful, aren't they? Ah, lovely. So, when you meet this person, you may find that you have a revelation about what's happened before. Sometimes when new love comes into our life, it helps us understand so much, because our hearts burst open, and it helps us to go, I understand why I went through everything I went through to get to this point, which is very special. I'll get another card for you. Peace, yeah, it's going to bring you great peace. Power 1, I mean, this is just wonderful. Absolutely brilliant. Ask your angels. So while you're going through these experiences over the next 6 months, rely on your faith, whatever that faith looks like. Ask for the support of spirit, ask for the support of your angels, just to guide you in the right way, so that the right things are happening for you and you don't feel out on a limb. You don't feel like, you know, when your world's upside down because something wonderful happens, it can be overwhelming. So do rely on your faith to keep grounding you and keep bringing you back to your true authentic self. Foxglove friends, I'm going to leave that with you now. I wish you all the best luck in the world, and I think this is absolutely brilliant. Enjoy the next 6 months. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Bye bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to today's reading. So we are going to look at what is happening in love for you over the next 6 months, and you have chosen the owl and the hop. Now the owl is all about wisdom, and the hop is a plant that it does amazing things. It can grow to a huge extent really, really quickly, and this card is saying that you have gone through quite a journey somehow, but that journey is now coming to an end so that you can step into something new. So let's have a look at what is going on for you, Foxglove friend. So let's have a look at I want to have a look briefly at what has been. So what has been going on for pile 2, so I can see where you've come from and what's been going on for you. What's been going on for pile 2, please, Spirit? So we've got the weasel and pine with introspection. Yeah, so this makes sense that you've gone through quite a long process. Maybe you've been having some therapy or going through spiritual development somehow, or just going through a period of time where you've been considering what has been going on in life. Perhaps you've had a period of time where you've been on your own, not in a relationship for a while. So we've got the 2 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. Oh, okay, interesting. Hold on then. So let's have a look what's been going on. So it's like, So what's been going on for you is that certain wishes have come true. There's been a lot of juggling of different things, so you may have been having to manage a lot of different elements that's been going on in your life, but the sun is the best card you can have. So there's been positivity. Let me just have a look. Now, what I want to say is maybe if you are single, maybe you've been having a really nice time on your own, doing nice things, enjoying life, understanding yourself more, kind of, the whole notion of finding yourself. Yeah, okay, building your self-worth. I absolutely get this because I've had periods of time in my life where I've gone through this, and then part of me's gone, do I actually want to meet anybody new? Because I'm really happy with my life. I'm really happy with how life is. Um, I have different things going on that I really enjoy. I self-reflect. I've got everything just sorted. Life is lovely. So let's have a look at what is coming up for you in love. I mean, I want to applaud you actually before we carry on, because this self-worth card and being able to understand where your value is, and doing this work to come to this place of this deep inner work is absolutely lovely, and I can understand why you wouldn't want to leave it, Foxglove friends. But it's showing that this period is coming to an end. I want to say, maybe it's time for you to start engaging in closer relationships again. Maybe it's about being open to actually be willing to, or maybe you've actually just got yourself in a really good place for meeting somebody. But it's hard to leave this when it feels so comfortable and nice, like you've got your life sorted. Right, so, yeah, okay, so trust. So there's an element coming up where you're kind of going to be considering, do you trust whether bringing somebody in your life is, somebody new romantically into your life is going to actually improve things? As you step into this next 6 months of, if you're looking to get into a relationship, I think you need to consider that you are in this really, really good space, really happy space. You may engage with people or find people who they might not be trustworthy, because it's the chance we take as we start venturing into looking to allow somebody new coming into our life. We don't need to rush in. We can consider who these people are, because not all people are worth our time. And it's important that, you're in a really good space right now. You want the best people to come in. Let me have a look a bit more about what is going on. So, Spirit, what's coming up for Pal 2 over the next 6 months in love, please? The Chariot. You are empowered to choose the directions that you go in, to choose who you spend time with, to choose who you allow into your life. You are fully empowered. Spirit, what else is happening? Interesting. I'm wondering actually if any of you during this reading need to consider if there's anyone who you're giving too much time to that you shouldn't be giving time to. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust, and that is so true. If people aren't treating you in the right way, or they aren't wanting the best for you, or they're being too self-serving, just consider that and maybe take some time to step away from anybody like that. 2 of Swords we've got. Indecision. Interesting. Okay, hold on then. Let me get some more cards out so I can really see what's going on here. The Fool. I like that card. I love a fox. And look at that awesome moth that's on there. The Fool. Page of Pentacles. The Moon. Okie dokie. Seven of Cups. Okay. Right, bear with me, I'm going to get another one. Scars, okay. Oh, we've got two. We've got Breathe and we've got Loyal Heart. Yeah, okay, so what's coming up for me as I look at this is that you have done a lot of hard work and you've got your life into a very, very lovely position. And I think because you've got your life into a very lovely position, you're having the notion about allowing somebody to come in to be part of that. Maybe sometimes the Nine of Cups is that you've got everything you could possibly want, but something's missing. And it's the happy family element, because the Ten of Cups is where you've got full emotional fulfillment. You've got a happy family, whether that's being part of a partnership, you know, a built family, a bloodline family, whatever it is. This is kind of sometimes a bit like that element is missing. So you've done this work and you're now ready to go into finding somebody to share this life with you. What this is coming up with is that it's important that as you go on this journey and you make choices about which directions you go in to find this new love, that you do remain guarded to some degree until somebody proves themselves worthwhile, sorry, that's the wrong way. It might bring up fears for you as you go into, you know, the fault. So there's a bit of indecision about how to make this happen, and then you're openly going on to the journey. And this slowly is what I want to say. There's slow and there's kind of lots of ideas and lots of opportunities of how you could go into this. The moon can be again to do with trust sometimes and about what's going on in the darkness, you know, fears coming up, and different elements of that. But it's very important that you use your intuition. So you don't need to give this energy up that's been lovely and happy at all. Go slowly, breathe through it, breathe through the fears, recognize that you and other people will have battle wounds from past relationships. People come with baggage, you know what I mean? But look for someone or spend time with people who are genuine and honest. And this is kind of what's going on. It feels like you're shifting your journey a little bit to encompass somebody in your life, or seek to encompass somebody in your life. And I feel like the next 6 months might just be opening up to that, allowing yourself to consider that this is an option and going very slowly and tentatively into it. I almost feel like it's worth watching lots of different romantic films to get yourself in the zone. I feel like there's a bit of a preparation period here about choosing which way you're going, so that you can meet someone who isn't a fly-by-night, who isn't passing through quickly. You want something stable and secure. So let me ask Spirit. Spirit, is somebody new coming in over the next 6 months? Is somebody new coming in over the next 6 months? Compromise. Interesting. That's interesting. That's come up. So, I think only if you're willing to put yourself out there a little bit more and to bring that balance into your life. It feels like a slow process, this pal too. Let me see. Is somebody willing? Is somebody new? Is somebody new? Perhaps for some of you, so don't always take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, but perhaps for some of you, there's somebody that you already know who you might be considering, but it's like a slow build up as you learn to engage with them in a way that is balanced for both of you, because you'll need to give up a little bit of this to engage with somebody else. Reconsider, yeah, maybe there's somebody from that you already know, like I say, that you need to be considering, Foxglove friends, somebody who's already in your world who is actually quite loyal to you. Maybe there's some scars that need healing from the past. Right path. Love is a beautiful journey and you're on the right path. Okay, step by step, Foxglove friends. Let me get you some advice. That might give us a little bit more clarity as well about what's going on. So, perhaps there is somebody in your world who's a bit of a slow mover. Just for take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But the Page of Pentacles can be someone who's so focused either on studies or focused on work, focused on trying to achieve tangible things in life, that they're not always the most romantic, and that might be making you feel a few fears about whether they're interested or not, but actually they're quite innocent. We haven't got a lot of romantic feelings in this what's coming up over the next 6 months. It's almost more of a consideration, a steadfast consideration about who is going to be able to join your life in a positive way, to ensure that you stay on the right path, because you've worked so hard to get on the right path and you've been in a happy place. You may be a little bit fixed with your approach to this and maybe need to kind of release, maybe need to open your mind a little bit about, not to be too critical of people or not to assess them too logically. You maybe need to open your mind and heart to the potential of people around you. So there's this element of recognizing that you're safe, because when we're trying to pick a person to come into our life, maybe if you're on a dating site or something like that, it can be a bit of a logical approach, which is not how love happens, you know what I mean? And you may be judging people if they've got too much baggage or if they've got too much going on. Just allow yourself to be more open to the people who are coming into your life, because you are on the right path to doing what you're doing. You just need to consider that, well, let's have a look. Leadership. You might have to take the lead with engaging with people, because they are more Page of Pentacles energy, so they're possibly a bit shy when it comes to social engagement. Let me see what else we've got. This is very interesting. The bigger picture. Sometimes, particularly during times of accelerated growth, we feel confused and overwhelmed, unable to see the woods for the trees. This card asks you to stand back and to see the bigger picture. Everything is happening just as it should, and you will soon gain clarity. You've had that twice now, that you are on the right path. You don't need to rush anything. You just need to look for who is genuine in their heart and breathe. I want to know how. I want to know a bit more. I'm sort of asking a variety of questions, and then I'll tell you the answer in my mind to spirit, because I can't quite verbalise it all in one short sentence. Old crane woman, guardian of the threshold. Let me just see what this says, and then I'll be able to interpret it in this reading a bit better. So, that's the wrong thing. Bear with me. So, this is something of a contradiction. She has the wildness of a bird, but the steadiness of a wise old woman. Her decision about your suitability for the challenges ahead will depend upon how you approach her. Okay, well, that's interesting that I've said the person who may be coming in is possibly not socially confident. And chances are she'll have a test for you, a question or a riddle to solve, which again ties in with the sort of characteristic of this person. But the guardian of the threshold isn't your adversary. If you're ready for the crossing, she's the one who will show you the way. Old crane woman, if you ask her nicely and are sure to pay your respects, is your sole guide. In this card, she invites you to step forward to answer her questions about your readiness for the journey ahead and to reveal to her the essence of who you are. Now, interestingly, this ties in really nicely with the owl card, because the owl card is saying that it's maybe time for you to get on a new journey, to start off on a new path. And we've got the Fool card here, and this notion of stepping into a more romantic period of your life. I think part of this is you going, are the people going to be trustworthy? Am I going to be in control of my direction anymore? Is this going to be okay? Is it going to create chaos in a life that I've created that's wonderful and where I feel happy and content and things are nice? And part of it, what's coming through is you are safe to open your heart. So even if you don't meet anybody specifically in the next 6 months, there's a few things going on here. I think for some of you, you've got somebody in your life who already exists who you need to reconsider, because they might not seem like a knight in shining armour, but they are, because they're so sort of bookwormy, if you like, or studious, or more of an intellectual, or focused on material things a little bit, on what they're building, and things like that. So they might not seem like the most romantic engagement. For some of you, you may be actually on dating websites and need to open your mind to some of the people who you're passing by, because you're too in your logical mind, and allow yourself to engage with them and not focus too much on what baggage they're bringing. Because when we actually meet someone and fall in love with them, a lot of the time we've got all sorts of things that on paper we'd go, I don't want that. But at the same time, you're quite guarded, and I think that's reasonable to a certain degree. There's a practicality about this. So I think there's an adjustment for you of getting used to the process of finding somebody else. And what you're wanting is to find someone who's genuine and honest and loyal. But sometimes we need to go through the process and start off on that path to allow yourself to open up to this new potential journey that's ahead of you, so that you can actually meet someone. And it might just be the adjustment going on, to open your mind to that concept over the next 6 months, so that you can start to get into that new concept of engaging with people or having somebody new into your life. Let me see what else Spirit has got to say. strength and endurance. Yeah, you can do this, Foxglove friend. You know, you don't need to worry about whether you're capable of going into a new relationship or whether you're capable of going through the meeting phase of getting into a relationship. Get you. Oh, okay. Buy the book. Excuse me. Buy the book we've got here, which is interesting because, again, it ties in with quite an organised process of how you're going to start to bring love into your life. Very interesting energy, this pile too. There's structure to this process for you some reason, and maybe there's structure for the person that you're going to meet. This is all to do with the laws of attraction, the laws of abundance. I'm just going to have a look in the book for this because I just want to see what it says. So it says, even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings in turn have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. The laws keep social order and govern behaviour, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than rebelling and going and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance. Open your eyes to the universal laws. Okay, so you need to go through a certain process, Foxglove friends, before you start bringing the right person into your life over this next 6 months. It's very weird. So maybe you need, I don't know why this is. I think it's just getting used to the whole dating process, maybe, or getting used to how to engage with people, or maybe you're waiting for someone to get out of a certain scenario that they're in so that you can then be with them. Because I feel, yeah, for some of you, there's something from the past where somebody's coming in and maybe they need to unravel themselves from certain situations that they're currently in before this person becomes available to you full time. So take things steady, open your mind and your heart, allow yourself to see the big picture of this journey, because you're in a good place now, but you are safe. You know, it's safe to relax and safe to open your mind and heart into stepping into bringing more love and bringing a loving relationship into your life, Foxglove friends. And I think there's an element of maybe recognizing that when you get into a relationship, compromise is always needed. Perhaps you're not used to compromising because you've been in this really lovely place. And I think there's those shifts that need to happen within you, those recognitions of how you need to shift and change a little bit within you, because there's a lot of rigidity within this as well. So I'm going to leave that with you, Foxglove friends. I hope it made sense, because it was an interesting journey to go through the cards that are coming up. But just keep bringing yourself back to centre. You know, breathe. We've got the breathe card here with the meditation, facing fears and you know, go through the process of clearing fears, clearing old wounds that you've got from past relationships, so that you're ready to meet the right person. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this reading, please do like and subscribe, because I'd love to see you again. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. So you have chosen the butterfly and snowdrops, which is hope. What a beautiful, beautiful card. So the snowdrops are so delicate and lovely, and they kind of show that you're coming. This card shows to you that you're coming to the end of a period of hardship. That period is coming to a close. You have transformed into the beautiful butterfly, And the snowdrops are very reflective of those first signs of spring. And as we come into spring, um, there's all that lovely feeling of aliveness, of becoming awake, and your heart starts to fill and you start feeling more sassy, and all the animals start finding their new mates, and it's all exciting. So that's kind of where we're at now. I'm going to do some more cards for what is happening in love for you over the next 6 months. But first of all, let's have a quick look at what's been going on for you, pile 3. So what's been going on for pile 3? Graceful persistence. Wow, I'm going to show you that closer because that's an amazing card. Look at that. So you've gone through with the thistles. I love the thistles because they relate to Scotland. So there might be something to do with your ancestry, or something that you've had to go through to do with family. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But whatever it is that you've been going through that's been a difficult time, you have persisted through it in a very graceful manner. Spirit, what else has been going on for pile 3, please? 2 of Swords, indecision and not quite knowing what to do about something. Wheel of Fortune, things kind of shifting and changing in your favour. That might be within relationships. 9 of Pentacles, which is about abundance and financial prosperity. Let me just have a look. What else has been going on for? What else has been going on for pile 3, please, Spirit? So, dormant aspects. Yeah, okay, interesting. So we've got that you have gone through a period of time where there may have been indecision about what to do, maybe to do with work or what's going on in your life in certain ways, and then the Wheel of Fortune shifted and changed for you to bring in more financial abundance. So maybe you got a new job, or maybe you had an inheritance, or maybe just I don't know, maybe you've got a new home or something changed, and you've worked solidly and hard through this, and it's maybe had an impact on your family life, or around on the people, on the relationships around you somehow, as you've had to focus on bringing more financial well-being into your environment. And as part of this experience, it's woken something in you that was asleep, which is lovely because that really ties in with this card of hope, in which you're like the moth or the butterfly is now, it's probably a butterfly actually, is now, it's now you've transformed. You've gone through a difficult, it feels quite a staid sort of time in a way, that has been a little bit more maybe head focused rather than heart focused in some way. But you've had to use your logical mind to figure things out to make life better, and you've had to do that steadfastly. But this shift and change now, the fact that you've got more financial stability maybe, has allowed something to wake up in you so that you can start to enjoy life more. And this is like the springtime, so you're coming into the springtime of your life. So what is going on for pile 3 with regards to love coming in over the next 6 months, please, Foxglove friends? Abundance. Well, we've got that twice, look. So open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. So there's an opening up that, oh, crikey, it really ties in here. So maybe because you're financial, so we have the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, for any of you who knows what that is, which states that for us to really start to get into a position of feeling more love, for us to achieve our soul purpose, for us to be more of who we are at soul essence creatively, for us to achieve the most in life, we need to have our basic needs met, and that can be food, shelter, um, you know, stability within the home, stability within our finances, because once we have that, we can then focus on things like love and having fun and bringing more joy and different things into our life. And this is what's coming up for you now. Which card do I want? Oh, let's do one of these. Spirit, what is coming in for pile 3 over the next 6 months, please? Oh, interestingly, we've got the deceit card there. So perhaps because you're coming into a period where you're more abundant, maybe people are wanting more of that from you, or perhaps you're having some deceit towards yourself. Let's have a look. I'm going to get more cards for you so that we can understand what that's all about. Spirit, what is happening in love? What is happening in love? So as I'm shuffling, I feel like you've worked really hard to get to where you are. And it's important that as you come into this new abundant period where you've transformed and you've really done a lot of hard work to make your life better in positive ways, that you don't let people use you or kind of take from you or manipulate you in certain ways to get what they want out of you. Because sometimes when you can come into good things, whatever it looks like, whether you're doing a new sort of project that people want to, get on the back of because they want to be part of it as well so that they can reap the rewards of it, or whether it's because they think you can pay for them more, or whether it's because they think that you've got more to give energy wise. Just be aware of that is what I'm going to say to you, Foxglove friend. And it doesn't mean everybody, so don't whitewash your entire circle of people around that. You'll know who the problem people are. But as you come into this beautiful new beginning, you may have to kind of push some people back who aren't behaving in the right way for you while you start to shine and awaken. Right, I'm just going to say that. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, which can sometimes be a bit about trying to protect what you've got, which is understandable if you've got people around you who you feel aren't necessarily 100% trustworthy in certain ways. We've got the Magician, we've got Judgment, we've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Five of Wands. Just get some other cards. What is happening in love for pile 3, please, Spirit? Over. Yeah. Do you know what? Hold on, let me finish. Let me get all the cards. Not that you're rushing me, pile 3, but I'm trying to get into it. Revelation. Okay, this is coming up quite a bit, this Revelation card, and I think it's a beautiful card. Whoever's done the artwork of this, I think it's like an elven person. Looks a bit like Legolas. What's happening for you in love? So I thought it'd be about meeting new people, getting into new relationships and things. And it may well be that. But I'm going to talk about this a bit more openly. You have done a lot of work to manifest really great things into your life, particularly financially. You may receive a lot of judgment, and this might be upsetting. You might feel trapped in certain ways, or perhaps what you've gone into is a bit more restrictive. So, for example, if we've had time to wander around or however we've wanted for ages, and then all of a sudden we have to sit at a desk every day, that can be restrictive. But also there can be fears and nightmares about what's going on with regards to with the Eight of Swords, as as we face different things. So we've got a change in the wind here and a revelation. So I think all this work that you've gone through, where you've managed to shift and change things in a positive way for you, has woken you up and maybe allowed you to see things in a way. And over the next 6 months, you are going to have revelations and understandings of the people around you, and you'll see things in a different light, and you'll see who is genuinely worthy of your love in your life, and those who are being manipulative and need to go and somewhere else. There can be some conflict, criticism, um, picking fault with your character, but this is very much about staying loyal to your path. So we've got judgment and criticism twice here, which can be upsetting you and making you feel bad, and maybe giving you anxiety or upsetting you and making you feel difficult, and you're going to feel guarded. Now this is interesting. I know this isn't possibly what you want to hear, but I'm just going to put this out there. This is what's coming up in the cards, and quite often these things happen so that you can enjoy who you are with the right people. So if you've got judgment and criticism going on around you and it makes you feel stressed and upset and difficult, you are going to start to change your approach to what's going on. It's going to really make you see life in a different way, because you've gone through this transformational time, and it's going to bring this revelation for you. You're going to see that change has started to happen, and you can't change back. You can't go back to being a caterpillar, pal 3. And because of that, as you go through these shifts and changes, it's going to bring new people in through your life. If you are in a relationship already, you may feel a bit out of sync with the other people in your life, in your family or with the relationship that you're in. But it's going to bring more understanding. I want some advice cards for you before we carry on. Spirit, can we have some advice for pile 3, please? I want to know. So this is all to do with what's happening in love for you. Yeah, this is about empowering yourself. So part of what's going on here is that Spirit wants you to feel empowered, that you feel worthwhile. So it says empowerment does not mean that we have power over others. It means that we have power over ourselves. We honour our capacity for free will and conscious choice while honouring the same in others. This card asks you to evaluate your present situation and take ownership of your right to choose, with a recognition of the entitlement of others to do the same. So there may be some shifts and changes going on in love for you. You might want to start considering, or you will start considering, I feel, because we've got the Four of Pentacles, which can be kind of guarded over our money or our energy. We can kind of be going, well, I want to save this. I want to, I don't want to keep giving it all out. Because you are abundant doesn't mean you have to give everything that you've got to everybody else. Otherwise, we become depleted. We can be utterly giving, but it's important that we're receiving as well. So that's what makes us feel depleted. If we keep giving and giving, whether it's energetically, whether we keep listening to someone or caring for someone or being nice to someone or paying attention to someone or giving them money or giving them things, and that person doesn't in equal balance put energy somehow back into that relationship, it doesn't have to be the same thing, but it has to be something that they're giving as well, then it's unsustainable, because you will just become depleted. Or if you're on the receiving end of receiving everything, the other person will become depleted and won't be able to keep engaging in the relationship, and it will fall apart. So there's a lot coming up here about the wrongs and rights, if you like, of what happens in a relationship. And part of what's happened is that you've gone through something really great, and maybe people aren't reacting in the way that you hoped they would. Maybe they aren't treating you in the way that you thought that they would, and you can't undo what you've seen, and it's going to change your perspective over the next 6 months. I want another one. Hold on, let me get you another one. What's another one of these? Okay, so there's an element that's interesting that's come up here. There's an element of what are you allowing yourself to receive. It's important you know your own self-value and your own self-worth. And sometimes we don't allow other people to help us or support us or give us gifts. Or so maybe what I tend to help when I'm doing therapies with people or coaching, I get them to feel what it feels like to be truly loved and whether they actually like it, because sometimes they don't, or what it feels like. So you sit in the energy of either receiving lots of love and see genuinely what does that make you feel like. Do you like it or not? Do you feel suffocated? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel at risk? Or if you receive presents, how does that make you feel? Do you find it difficult to stand on the stage of your life as the main character? What else do I want to get for you? So, spirit, let's do some of these. What does pile 3? Each reading's been quite different, so I'm having to roll with it as it comes out. What does pile 3 need to know and understand right now, please, to help them with the next 6 months? Bridge, the place between worlds. Look at how lovely that is. Hold on, I'm going to put that there. Okay, I understand. There's such a lot going on here, like with the change in the wind, the wheel of fortune, the transformation of the butterfly, the fact that you're about to cross. This next 6 months is taking you on a little mini journey to go from what you once were to this sparkly other side, to really shine and to find truer happiness than ever before. And part of that's going to come from revelations along the way about what really is in your life. And the thing is, for example, if you have certain therapies and stuff, sometimes you can go, how on earth did I put up with that before? Because once it's healed within you, it just can sometimes, some things can feel abhorrent. You can go, well, that's just, why would anybody behave like that? And it seems bizarre to you, but it's taking you into a better place of peace and happiness and comfort within yourself. And I feel like as you go through this, you'll start to care less about what other people think. And I think this is how it's affecting you in love. You'll maybe start to step away or change the dynamics with people who you don't feel are loving you as fully as they can, so that you leave a space and open the door for those who do genuinely care for you and love you to step in, for you to have that space in your life so that you can be all that you are in your shining glory with all your beautiful light, Foxglove friend, and really enjoy life fully. I want more. I'm just having a look how much time we've got. Let's have one of these. What else does pile 3 need to know, please, Spirit? Heartbreak. Heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. So if you do go through difficult revelations with people around you, or with if you're already in a relationship, if you go through different difficult experiences in these relationships that we're talking about, it's okay. It's sort of there to teach you things, to develop you, to help you step into this, to wake up elements within you that are asleep so that you can have full abundance. And this is what's coming for you in over the next 6 months. This abundance, you open your heart to receive. If you're getting breadcrumb, if you're in kind of a breadcrumb relationship where you're just not getting much and you're giving everything, there's so much here about opening yourself to receive. So it might be that you're having 6 months of learning to value yourself, of self-worth um, elements, and recognizing what is right for you in your world and what is no longer right for you in your world with regards to people. And sometimes it can hurt. I've had friendships that I always struggle to get over friendship breakups more than romantic ones sometimes. A lot of the time, if we have romantic relationships that break down, the main issue is that we struggle to get over the dream of what we thought that relationship was going to be. And a very good friend of mine told me that, and I was like, so right, as I've gone through difficult, romantic relationship breakups in the past. But if it's friendship breakups that are happening, they're the hardest to get over sometimes because they've been in our lives a long time, usually, and we've kind of travelled through different roads together. But if the dynamics no longer work, it's important to see it so that the right friendships can come in. Be assertive. Yeah, there's a lot is for you to learn. Empower yourself, say what you want, be who you want, know that nothing you have got can be taken away from you. This is a very empowering reading, Foxglove friend, in the near future. So I want to say, if you're looking to get into a romantic relationship, it's not far away. Part of what's going on is to set you up so that you can be ready for this. If this could also be to do with new friendships coming in, or the right friendships coming to the forefront of your life. So we've got positive things. So even though it's showing over the next 6 months, you learning how to receive, how to be empowered, how to own your place in the world so that you can be on the other side of this bridge in this sparkly magical world, because abundance, good things are coming in for you. So you might just need to clear out a bit of stuff that isn't right for you. Now you've gone through this transformation and you're stepping into a new way of being, you may just need to clear out some of this stuff. So let me get you one more card before you go. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Spirit, can I have one more card for pile 3, please? The well. Wow, that's lovely. The source of life. I'm going to have a little look at what that actually reads as. But it's sort of like a new beginning feeling to me. Finding new life, finding a new way of going forward. So it says the water of the well then is the source of life and spiritual wisdom. But the source of life must be cared for, a good well must be tended. If you neglect a well, you're also neglecting the soul of the land. You're neglecting your own soul and what nourishes it. The well card invites you to replenish and renew yourself in the freely given waters of life, but it also asks you to respect the treasure and treasure their source. In the spirit of reciprocity, we offer in return our love and our gratitude for all in this world that upholds us. it's about not letting your well run dry, and about respecting the fact that you need to be replenished and nurtured and nourished, so that you can allow this wonderful abundance to come into your life, the abundance of love, the abundance of money, the abundance of joy. So good luck to you, pile 3, over the next 6 months. If you liked this reading, please do click on like and subscribe. I'd love to see you again, and thank you so much for watching. Lots of love and best wishes to you. Goodbye.